First on 4, there's not much in the way of marital bliss in Brookside.
Brace yourself, Dixon.
Previously on Brookside.
But I'm not a man, am I?
What?
Here, read that. I'm a Jaffa boy. I've got no seats.
I could relate to a lot of what she's been through. Things she was saying.
You could relate to wanting to take her knickers off for you, more like.
Just give me a cuddle like you used to. You lie down, that's a good cuddle.
Are you still on for my lesson today? Yeah, great, usual time. I've just been learning my braking distances. See you, bye. Beth?
Pushed me.
What have you been doing in here?
Why do you insist on making trouble again? Don't you dare! Just a little warning, sweetheart. Why, you bitch?
No way this adoption is going to be straightforward, I'm telling you. You can bet that we're going to be getting into a legal minefield here.
So phone the solicitor, they're the specialists.
You will no doubt charge a mint.
Look, if you are going to adopt Josh properly, then you need to go through the correct procedures, don't you? And if it costs, it costs. I mean, it's got to be worth every penny, otherwise what's the point in adopting him in the first place?
Yeah, well, I'm telling you now, I am going to be ringing around. I'm not paying 50 nicker for a phone call.
As long as they're qualified and we get good advice.
Lots of exciting things to do.
How long have you got to do that for?
For as long as it takes to get them right. It's all my lesson plans for tomorrow. It's a lot harder than reading a problem page, you know.
All I meant was it'll be her bedtime by the time you're ready to play with her.
Yeah, and I'll lose my thread if I go now. Look, Rachel, this wouldn't be a problem if I was living here properly, would it? Trying to grab the odd 5 minutes with her.
What did they say?
Well, it's not all bad news. There's no basic problem in formally adopting Josh.
Besides the system putting loads of obstacles in the way for the sake of the red tape merchants, I suppose. Just so the legal team can rack up more wig money.
Not exactly. Look, it's to do with your Mike being Josh's real father. Now, if you want to adopt Josh, we need Mike's approval before we even start the process. If we haven't got that, we're onto a total non-starter. Oh, better go and talk to Josh. Remind him not to say anything till we've raised it with Mike.
Do you think our Mike will go along with it, though?
I hope so, for Josh's sake.
Won't be easy for him now, will it? Giving up his natural child for adoption.
You never know with your Mike. He might be glad to be shut of the responsibility.
I went out with Kelly today. Only to the park and then the shops.
I've got neck ache, eye ache and brain ache, yeah.
Her dad's giving her driving lessons. She's made up.
Yeah, she's dead lucky and all getting them for free. She'd have to spend a fortune otherwise.
Well, yeah, but it'll pay off for her in the long run. She'll be able to take her Tanya for days out and they won't have to hang around for the buzz all the time. Be brilliant for her.
Rachel, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Saw that Mrs. Dawson again today when me and Kelly were coming back from the shops. She was twitching her curtains, spying on us. She's got a right thing about single mothers, you know, as sure as she has.
Can't you see I'm busy? I'm in front of 3 different classes tomorrow for the first time ever. How do you think I'm feeling? I'm cacking me pants.
You've been doing that for hours now.
Yeah, my lesson plans I've told you, and I want them to be perfect.
All right, sir.
All right, Jim.
You went to school, are you?
Not obvious, is it?
Well, you haven't got the leather elbow patches or the corduroys, but you look every inch the school teacher, kidder.
Nothing the past, no good. You got to be able to do the job, mate.
Hey, listen, I remember the first time I stood in front of a class. I was absolutely petrified. You know the best bit of advice I was given by the teacher who was supervising me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Set out your stall early with them. Don't go in too heavy, right? And don't go in too slack.
Right, OK. Have you got any more tips?
Well, remember, you're not there to police them. You're there to inspire them.
It's going to take some doing, that, mate.
Why? I mean, you've inspired yourself to get this far, haven't you, eh? You know, you need to get these kids to want to achieve their own potential. The way you have.
Sounds easy when you put it like that.
Never said it was going to be easy, mate.
Listen, I better get off.
Hey, and remember one last thing. Be yourself. Everyone's got their own style, remember, so do it your own way.
That's okay. Cheers, Jim.
And humour. Make those kids laugh, and they'll be eating out of your hand.
Right, outside.
Let me know how you go on.
Cheers, Jim.
Could have been me, that.
Hiya.
Morning, madam. Your own personal driving instructor at your service.
Come on through.
Safe.
Yeah, best playing up with Kelly's little girl.
I was thinking more about Mike than Beth.
Yeah, he's in school. He stays at his dad's overnight anyway.
Well, I didn't want to spoil your little surprise, you know. He's going to be so blown away when you pass this test.
Oh, I doubt it. There's no way he wants me learning to drive.
We're not going to stop now.
Oh, I'm beginning to wonder if it's worth me bothering.
But you're doing so well.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, how many lessons is it now? 6?
5, innit?
Well, it feels like 6, the way you've been going. I mean, you're halfway there, honest.
Do you think?
I don't think, I know. Look, that's how confident I am.
What's that?
It's application, you know, for the theory test. The way you've been studying that highway code, you'll walk it.
Oh, I'll probably fail at knowing me.
Rachel, you're going to walk the theory exam. You're going to pass your test with flying colours. You're going to be a good driver. Believe in yourself, will you?
I'll get me bag.
Morning. 20 minutes till the hordes arrive. Have you got your lesson plans prepared?
Yeah. Spent a load of time on them last night. Wanted them to be spot on.
Looks like you got enough for about 4 lessons there.
Yeah, I wanted to be on the safe side.
Ah, you swap.
It's one thing I was never called at school.
So any nerves, or are you up for it?
I feel like legging it, to be honest.
Oh, every new teacher does. But you'll be fine.
So, got any last minute advice?
OK, what's your biggest fear?
Well, that the run riot, led by one disruptive kid who wants to break me. I had nightmares about it last night.
If one of them does start on you, whatever you do, don't repeat what they've just said.
How do you mean?
Well, like if one of them calls you a total tosser, don't just stand there and say, "What did you just call me?" Because they'll only end up saying it again. And the rest of the class will be falling about.
OK, I'll try and remember that.
And if you do have to sort one of them out, always leave them some way to save some face.
Oh, this is really good of you know, giving up your time to teach me to drive.
Yeah, well, help to keep me busy, keep my mind off things.
What things?
Oh, you know, this lately been through a bit of a bad patch. Got about as low as you get, to be honest.
Sort of bad patch.
I came that close to talk myself when Leanne got off.
That's awful.
Kind of lost sight of why life was worth living for a bit. But just for a bit. Anyway, I've got new goals now, like getting you through your tests, so let's see how your reversing is getting on.
I'll give it a go.
In your own time, check all around, into reverse.
My bump's getting in the way.
Well, you won't be able to use that as an excuse in your test.
Oh, I'll miss this by a mile, I know I will.
You've done it before, you can do it again.
My hands are dead sweaty.
Imagine what mine are like. Okay, steady and slowly into your space. Preferably this year.
I'll bump you in a minute.
Oh, that's the thanks I get, is it?
I've missed it now. That's your fault, that.
Me? I'm the one who's driving.
I'll have to start again now.
All right, just in your own time. I'll just sit here, patiently growing a beard. Ow!
Right, I'll leave you to it. Can't stand the smell of fear.
Am I doing this one on my own?
Yeah, I'll sit in on a few of your lessons, but not this one, though.
How come?
Because you'll be better off without me.
Well, I hope so. Any last minute tricks of the trade?
Just remember, you're the adult, and they're the kids. See you in the staff room.
Further. A little bit more. Perfect!
Yes! You see, I told you you could do it in spite of the bump. I was spot on. OK, let's do that again.
Yeah, of course, why not? You should do this full time. You're really good at it.
I'm just used to doing it for people as a mate, you know.
Well, maybe you should take yourself more seriously.
Maybe I should. Maybe I will. OK, when you're ready, set off.
Right. Sit down, please. When you're ready, please. I said, when you're ready. Thank you. Right, I'm going to be teaching you history this term. My name is Mr. Dixon. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Dixon. You can call me Dicko, but not to me face, OK? Who wants to hand these out for me? Thank you. That's your job for the rest of the week. £5 an hour, OK?
Hi, Jim.
Oh, hi, kid. How are you? Listen, you haven't seen anything of this pair of clowns, have you? Marty and his sidekick.
Are you accusing me of being a curtain toucher?
No. They're supposed to be relaying my patio for me, aren't they?
Been let down, have you?
Story of my life, kid. Hey, and yours?
Well, not anymore. Fingers crossed.
How do you mean, like?
Have you not seen one lately now?
Not to speak to now, why?
I thought you'd have blabbed it to everyone by now. We're making a go of things again.
You're kidding?
I don't kid about things like that.
What, as in, like, cohabiting?
As in up the aisle, I mean.
Up the aisle as in married?
Well, don't sound so shocked.
Bev, I am. It's not 5 minutes since me and Ron were talking about you. I said he had no chance of getting you back, never mind back together and married. What's been going on?
Things change, don't they? That's all.
Well, I suppose I should offer you my congratulations, eh?
You don't exactly sound like you mean it.
No, I do. I hope you'll be very happy together.
So do I, believe me. See ya.
Yeah, see you, kidder. The future Mrs. Dicko.
Right, nice quiet road this, so we'll soon have you doing 3-point turns.
Do you think?
I don't think, I know.
I'm still not 100% on my reversing yet.
Which is why we're going to practice. You are learning with a master here. I have reversed my van at more blind alleys than you've had TV dinners. So come on, when you're ready.
I'm really starting to enjoy this.
What, going for pleasant drives in my company?
Learning to drive.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
No, the more I do it, the better I feel inside, like I'm really achieving something.
That's because you are. And if you keep this up, you're going to pass your test first time.
Do you reckon?
Keep on like this, no problem.
Oh, thanks. Oh, you've made me feel really good now.
Yeah, well, early days yet. You haven't done a 3-point turn, have you?
Should I go for it?
I can't wait.
I'm going to really concentrate.
You concentrate, I'll pray. Hey, not bad. Looking good. 3-point turn's not bad either.
You!
Hey, 2 hands on the wheel at all times, please, except when changing gear. Or adjusting your lippy at 90 miles an hour.
I'm not listening to you, you know.
Yeah, well, you're not the first woman to say that to me. That's it. Bit more, bring it round. Bit more. That's it, you're nearly round.
I did it!
Yes, spot on!
I did it! I can't believe it!
I don't remember that manoeuvre in the highway codes.
I don't care, I did it!
So between the Yalta and the Potsdam conferences, there were big changes going on. World leaders for a start, like Attlee from Britain was new, and Truman from the USA. This is all on your worksheets. Now at Potsdam, Truman said he was going to be tough on the Russians. Something you want to share with the rest of us, lads?
We're just doing our work, sir.
Want me to check it for you?
Why?
Well, might be able to help you. You might learn something.
If I play it like you.
Do you want to show me what you're messing with? Come on, lads, don't mess me around.
We weren't doing nothing, were we?
No. Nothing besides skinning up.
Be yourself. Do it your own way.
What is it, lads? Rocky? Or Bush?
How should I know? It's not mine.
What's your name?
Tony?
Thought so. I had a little brother, you know. Only he died. He was killed by a car. A car whose driver was off his head on drugs. He'd have been 23 by now.
What's that got to do with me?
Ah, his name was Tony. Just wanted to let you know. It smells like Rocky, that to me. My mate Sinner was the expert. A lad I went to school with. I was just a little bit older than you used to. He did loads of everything. Made his money dealing. Big flash beamer by the age of 25. He was doing really well. Until he got shot. By some Dutch trafficker. In some crappy little warehouse in Rotterdam. Shot dead. Yeah. 4 days he was lying there before anyone found him. And the police reckoned it'd taken him at least 2 days to die. Do you know what? I often wonder about what he thought about while he was lying there. Like if he'd have done better at school, how he would have had better chances in life, how he'd have made better choices. Now, did you two want any help with your work?
No, sir.
And I'm still holding this joint, and I'm thinking to myself, Rachel, if the head teacher walks in now, I am dead. I mean, I knew Julie'd be cool about the way I'd handled it, because she's brilliant, nothing phases her. But you know what? It was such a good feeling, knowing that they were taking it all in.
Well, shouldn't you have told the police that they had drugs in school?
Well, I pulled them afterwards, and I told them if they thought they'd learned the lesson, I wouldn't take it any further. Who's in the bog?
Christy Murray.
Marty Murray's brother. What's he doing here?
All right.
Christy's been helping me out with something.
I've fixed the cistern in there now. That shouldn't overflow again.
Since when has the system been flooding?
He's been teaching me to drive.
Get out of it. He's a dodgy meat merchant, not a driving instructor.
Hey, I might not be qualified, but I'm good at it.
Yeah, he taught their Steve to drive.
And he passed first time.
It was Steve who told me how good he were.
Teaching Ardell as well.
Where are you getting the money from to pay for this? Because you haven't got any.
We've got an arrangement.
Oh, I bet you have. She's me wife. How many other fellas' wives have you got this arrangement with?
You what?
Mike!
Look, I'd better get off.
Yeah, I think you better, Dad.
I'll let you explain.
Damn right she will.
You might want to give me a ring about the next lesson. You know, if you want to cancel, no problem.
No, I'm not going to be cancelling. I'll see you tomorrow, no problem.
You sure?
It's got nothing to do with Mike. I'll see you definitely, OK?
Yeah.
So what's this arrangement you think I've got to pay for my driving lessons?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
I'm 8 months pregnant. What do you think I've been doing, paying him in kind?
Well, you've been wanting me out the flat enough lately.
Yeah, because of Mrs. Dawson. I've told you that. Her wanting to report us to the benefit people.
And it's got nothing to do with him?
I'm not even going to answer that.
Oh, aye. It's a disappearing Patio man, is it?
All right.
Looking for your invisible brother, are you?
Yeah, no sign of him.
There's been no sign of him for days.
Oh, well, he's been over to Leeds a lot, you know, trying to find digs for Adele when she starts uni.
How's that right? And what's your excuse for no show, eh? I've still got my patio round there waiting to be dug up and relayed.
And that's why I'm here. We were meant to meet up now and come round yours, but he's let me down.
Well, that's no good to me, is it, eh? I've got my lad coming to stay for a few days. I want him to be able to play out without tripping himself up every 5 minutes. So if your Marty's not going to show, it leaves me no choice, does it, eh? I'm going to have to let down one of my paying customers to give you an helping hand. So, bright and early tomorrow morning, got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having driving lessons is bad enough, but I've Christy Murray.
I asked Steve first, but he was busy. It was him who recommended Christy.
Is there some sort of revenge for me spending time with Jan Murray?
Oh, it's got nothing to do with you at all. Apart from the fact that you won't let me have driving lessons.
You know very well why I don't want you to have driving lessons.
Because you want me stuck at home.
Because they cost a bob.
Because if I'm stuck at home, I'm not out having a life, am I?
Rachel, we can't afford it.
Oh, it's not like paying for proper lessons. Christy's teaching me for a bit of cash in hand whenever I can afford it.
Is that all he's getting in hand?
Oh, don't be so disgusting.
Well, how do you think I feel like coming on, finding him in the flat?
He was using the toilet. He wasn't with me. And anyway, this is my flat, remember? I can have who I want here.
I am not having all sorts of fellas back here. No way.
Will you just back off and listen for a minute? You're training to be a teacher, right? So you can better yourself. So what am I supposed to do in the meantime? Just sit at home and let me brain rot? Because I have got one, you know, despite what you think.
What has this got to do with you having driving lessons?
It's about me doing anything with my life. I got this flat for me, and now you want me out of it. It's like everything I want to do for myself, you want to stop me. You're as bad as my dad was with my mum.
No, wait, hang on.
I don't mean because you hit me. It's the way you want to stop me being me, by controlling everything I do.
I just want us to be like a proper couple.
And that's what my dad used to say to my mum, day in, day out, in loads of tiny little ways. Well, I'm not going to let you do that to me, Mike. Not now, not ever. And if you don't like that, then tough.
So if I can't have a say, then where does that leave me, eh?
As far as I'm concerned, it leaves you outside my front door, and as far away as possible from me.
Have you got the nerve to talk to me like that after everything I've done for you?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, what? The first time we went out with each other, you had nowhere to live till I put a roof over your head. And for every mess that you've been in since then, I have been there to bail you out.
Like when?
And what thanks do we get for it? We decide to get married. And what happens? You nearly blow me out. And why? Because you suspected I was abusing our bed. You wouldn't even let me in the bathroom with her. What kind of way is that to repay everything I've done for you? But I put up with it. And why? Because I was like everyone else you twisted round your little finger. I felt sorry for you.
What are you saying, Mike? The basis of our marriage is that you felt sorry for me.
I'm saying I made allowances. Because I know what kind of childhood you'd had. I knew what your dad did to you, and your Beth, and your mum. And it still sickens me every time I think about it. You know, I've spent years treating you with kid gloves because of all the bad things that have happened to you in your life. And I'm sick of it. So if you want me to go, fine. Maybe that's the best thing for both of us. I'll tell you what. If you meet someone else, I wish them luck, because you are going to need it, because you are one seriously screwed up woman. And I mean, seriously screwed up.
This is no good. Rach, pull over, okay? It'll do. Out of gear, please. What's got into you? Did you go blonde overnight or something?
Sorry, you're going to have to take me back. Don't worry, I'll still pay you.
No way. You're not going home until you've had your hour and a half. Sort yourself out.
I can't.
Why not?
I just can't.
Look, you've got to relax. You're holding a gear stick like you want to throttle someone.
Well, that's because I do. Mike, I've thrown him out.
What, as in, you never darken my door again?
As in, get lost, leave me alone, preferably drop dead. I've had it with him for good this time.
No, you don't mean that. It'll blow over.
I do mean it, and it won't blow over. We're finished.
You'll be all right.
I could kill him. I really could.
So while I'm out of the room, Mr. Dixon will be here to answer any of your questions. And remember, this coursework has to be in by half term, okay? Won't be a sec.
Right, has everyone got one of these?
Show us your bricks here, we could do with a laugh.
It's not all about size, you know. Right, come on, you heard Miss Dunn.
It's my life, that is. Ticking by in front of my eyes. Minute after wasted minute, hour after hour, exactly the same.
Come on, it can't be as bad as all that.
It can. It is. I'm Rachel Jordash, stuck in my very own Groundhog Day, where nothing ever changes or gets any better.
Yeah, but I thought you were trying to change things. I thought that's why we were here.
Yeah, well, Mike thinks it's a waste of time and money. He reckons I've got my priorities all wrong.
Well, if you ask me, it's him that's got his priorities all wrong.
How do you mean?
Well, he should be supporting you, not holding you back.
Oh, and I suppose you were dead supportive of your wife.
All right, I get it. If I'm such an expert, how come I got divorced?
Yeah. Well, women don't divorce good blokes.
I never said I was a good bloke.
I'm sorry. I'm just so angry.
And seeing you ask. I did support her. Well, I tried. Because I loved her. Fat load of good that did me.
It's none of my business. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Mates, aren't we?
I see more of you than my own husband, so I reckon we must be.
That's all right. Do you know, I think it's good you want to do things. Most women drop everything once they have kids. You know, they hide behind being a mum. They use it as an excuse not to do stuff. You should be grateful you're not like that.
That's just it. That is exactly what I have been like.
But not anymore.
No, not if I can help it.
And Mike?
He don't want me to change, does he? You know, the other night I had to swap for my theory test behind a magazine, like it was a dirty book.
Look, I'm not being funny. Because I know, you know, he's your husband and everything, but having someone like Mike Dixon round your feet, it's bound to slow you up a bit.
A bit?
But look, in a few months you're going to have a driving licence. And then there'll be no stopping you.
Do you really think I'll pass?
If I've got anything to do with it, you will.
Thanks.
Anyway, I think coming home to someone that's been sat in your house all day must be so boring. I mean, what are you going to talk about once you've had your leg over? So to speak.
I know what you mean. And I'm so boring, I can't even stand to talk to myself.
You're not boring, just... You're sweet.
I haven't been sweet for a long time, I can tell you that.
Well, I think you're sweet.
That's because you don't know me.
I know what I see.
What do you see?
I see a bright, funny girl. Fantastic mum. And I would have said a good driver till this morning, but you can forget that now.
I'm sorry. Just had a really nasty row with Mike before. The worst one ever.
And it wasn't just about the driving.
No.
What was it about then? Keep your nose out, Christy.
It is a bit private.
Oh, point taken.
You know, all my life I've fitted in with what other people wanted. First my dad, then boyfriends, then husbands. What is it with you blokes, eh? Do you just think we're put on this planet for your convenience?
Don't look at me. It's women on top every time with me. I don't even get a choice.
In the end, it comes down to me, though, doesn't it? I chose them. Not my dad, but I picked the others. No one forced me up the aisle with a gun to my head. So it must be my fault that I'm going round and round in circles. Well, you know what? I've had enough of it. It stops right here. From now on, I'm only doing what I think's right for me and my kids.
Do you know, I think we should drink to that. Well, would you look at that? I forgot to buy the champagne. The chocolate, do you? Right, a toast. To you and your kids and the future.
The future.
Do you know, in Groundhog Day, Bill Murray's only trapped until he figures out why life's a mess. And it's because he keeps making the same mistakes over and over again.
Just like me.
But when he breaks that pattern, it all falls into place.
Wish everything had fallen into place for me.
Well, it might now. Now you're trying to shake things up a bit.
Oh, yeah, because life's just like the movies, isn't it?
Yeah, I wish.
Me too.
Do you know, I look at Mike. Lovely wife, gorgeous kid, another on the way. And then I wonder, does he really know how lucky he is?
Don't make me laugh.
I always wanted a life like that.
I'll tell you what I'd like. I'd like a life without debt. An husband who treats me like I've got a brain and don't go running off with the likes of Jan Murray every time the going gets tough.
Are you saying your husband's had an affair with my brother's wife?
No, not an affair exactly.
Well, you just said they ran off together, so he either did or he didn't.
Well, yeah, they did once. But Mike said it was just for the company. He said all they did was talk.
What, and you believed him?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Mike's not like that.
Well, Jan is. I know from personal experience.
You're joking.
I thought she'd packed all that in. How the hell am I going to tell Marty?
Please don't tell Marty. You can't tell him.
Well, why not? He's got a right to know.
No, there's no point if nothing happened.
What if it did?
No, nothing happened. I'm sure I'd know if it had.
Well, how? And why are you protecting him anyway?
I'm not. Just ashamed.
What on earth have you got to be ashamed of?
I'm ashamed that my husband would rather go to another woman when he needs someone to talk to. It's worse than sex, that is. It means that he respects her. He's never respected me. Promise me you won't tell Marty.
Yeah, I promise.
I can't believe life's turned out like this.
Oh, come on, you've got to be more positive. You never know what's round the next corner.
I do. More of the same, that's what.
You're making changes now. Groundhog Day, remember?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean you've got to run out and book some piano lessons.
God knows what Mike would have to say about that.
One thing at a time, eh? I tell you what, suppose you're going for a bit of a drive. See how your reverse parking's going on.
I've already wasted loads of your time.
Don't talk like that. I want you to show him. Make it happen for you.
Thanks.
Should we go then?
I think so. What is the point? Tell me that. What is the bloody point?
Hey, come on. You can't drive like this.
Rachel, we both said a lot of things we didn't mean, and look, it's killing me not being with you in bed, so can you just call me when you get this message, please?
It's not fair. I promise, Beth, I won't let him make me cry again. You shouldn't break promises to your kids. It's not right.
But you can't keep getting yourself in this kind of state. It's not good for you, it's not good for the baby. You've got to learn to relax.
How am I supposed to relax?
You're going to make yourself ill.
I ain't got time to be ill.
Look, take a deep breath and then let it out slowly.
I'll tell you what I feel like. I feel like that bear on the RSPCA advert. The one who goes mad because he's chained up all the time.
Relax. Take a deep breath, then out slowly. Good.
The worst bit is that Mike doesn't understand what he's doing to me.
Deep breath. Out slowly. Close your eyes. What's the matter?
Nothing. The baby just booted me one and nearly wet myself.
Oh, that's amazing. You don't have a brand new person curled up inside you. What's that like? I mean, does it hurt?
Feels brilliant. It's like the closest you can get to another person. I really missed it after Beth were born.
God, being a parent. That must be the best thing in the world.
Give us your hand.
That's amazing.
Settle down, please. Has anyone got the bottle to own up to loving this? Didn't think so. Right, you can all stay in 10 minutes at the end. See how you like that?
Feeling better?
A bit, thanks.
Look, when you feel yourself getting all worked up, you've got to learn to take a step back. You can't get yourself in that kind of state.
Poor baby. He's probably terrified of being born with me and my parents.
No. He'll be counting the days till he can have a hug of its mum.
You are nice.
All right, don't sound so surprised.
I'm not, it's just...
No, I know. No, I'm not known for my winning ways, am I?
Well, I don't care. You've been a real friend to me. I'm dead grateful.
And I mean what I say. You're going to sail through this test, but you've got to be sure it's what you want. I don't want to come between a husband and his wife.
I'm sorry if I'm messing you about.
Oh, don't mention it. It's been nice. Not you getting upset.
I know.
Put it back in your purse.
No, I've taken up your time. I'm not having you out of pocket because of my marital problems. Take it.
Okay. We'll consider it a down payment on your next lesson.
Yeah, there is a next one.
You'd be mad to let him talk you out of it now. But you know, it's your decision.
I better go.
Let me know when you're ready.
I will. See you then.
See you, Rach. Well, you can cut that out right now.
Come on, Rach, where are you?
Mike, you don't want to leave that lot on their own. If you needed the toilet, you should have sent for me.
Oh, they're okay.
Well, be warned, you'll get the 3rd degree when you go back in. Did you have a number 1 or a number 2, Mr. Dixon? Just stick the first one that speaks on a lunchtime detention.
Right. Rachel, where have you been? Look, of course it's my business. How can you say that? Rachel, come on, we need to talk. We can't let things go on like this. Okay, are you still bringing Beth round on Saturday? Okay, I'll see you then.
Mike, what are you doing? I can see that you're upset, but if anything goes off in that classroom, it's not you that gets it in the neck, it's me.
I'm not normally like this, I swear. It's just, well, I think my wife's gonna dump me and my head's pounding and...
Look, why don't you get off home? I'll tell the head that you're sick. You're gonna have to sort yourself out.
Okay, thanks.
What time do you call this, hard clock? Thought I was going to have to shift this lot on my own.
All right, keep it here on it. It's Saturday.
You had your brekkie?
No, code was bare as per. You know, women may be a pain in the backside, but you never go short on scran when there's one in the house.
You're a disgrace to your sex, you.
Yeah, well, I can't face making food first thing.
Don't give me that. You used to face that Leanne one every morning on an empty stomach, didn't you, eh? A fry-up's nothing compared to that. Get this lot shifted round the back and I'll do us something to eat before we start work.
Down?
Never let it be said that I don't treat my skivvies well.
Hey, look, Rach,
I've only come because I said I would. Beth has a right to see her dad, but we're not stopping long.
What'd you do that for?
What?
That thing with the egg?
Oh, stops it dripping on your chin.
It's good, that. Let's try that.
Yeah. You can do what you like when you're cooking for yourself, you know what I mean? You know, pudding before your dinner, yeah? Sauce sarnies for brekkie, porridge for tea. There's no rules, mate. There you go. Get your gob round that lot and then get your finger out.
What are you doing?
Make a drink.
Yeah, I can do that.
Well, I've been here 10 minutes already. You could have offered.
Sorry, I'm not used to...
Not used to doing things for me, no. It's usually the other way around. I'll see to myself. I usually do. What are you doing following me around like a flipping puppy dog?
I want us to talk.
Look, the only reason I'm here is for you to see Beth. You've hardly even showed the slightest bit of interest in her, poor kid.
She's all right. Aren't you, sweetheart?
How do you know she's all right? Kids can see and hear, you know. They've got minds.
Look, we're not bad parents. Beth never goes without.
Not giving her the most solid start in life, have we?
Well, we can't help that.
Everything that happens to her now is what she'll remember when she grows up. All the rows, all the slamming doors. She'll think that's all there is to family life. A load of grief. I want you to make arrangements to travel on your own next time, so I can put my time to good use instead of standing here arguing with you.
Doing what?
Well, that's my business.
Like that, is it?
Right, I'm warning you now. Stop bugging me and pay some attention to your daughter, or I'm taking her home.
You want to get something for that?
I have, a nice cuppa. There you go, come on, down tools.
Blimey, tea break already?
Well, keep the workers happy, that's what I say. Squeeze more out of them that way. Vicky?
Sir, thought you'd keen to get finished.
I am. I can't wait to get the new stones down, to be honest with you. Bringing back some terrible memories, this.
You mean that fella got buried here?
I was here when they found him. I can still smell it every time I come out here.
He was that Rachel Dixon's dad, wasn't he?
He deserves to be called a dad.
What, locked one off, did he?
Let's not dig it up, eh?
Look, I'm going to be done here soon, but I tell you need to get a roller on this, otherwise you'll be doing it again in 6 months.
All in hand, kidder. Got a mate of mine bringing one round for you later.
Me?
One of a job's worth doing.
Yeah.
It's going to be boss, this, when it's finished. Sausages and mash, do you for your dinner?
Sausage and mash, did you say?
Can't have my worker going hungry. I do a boss onion gravy.
Mummy's car.
Mummy hasn't got a car.
No, but she will have. And when she does, it's going to look just like that.
Rachel, you can't fill it out with promises you can't keep.
No, that's your job.
I thought we weren't going to row.
Who's rowing? Hi, Christy, it's Rachel. Have you missed me? Well, I'm ready for my next lesson whenever you are. All right. Yeah, well, that's great. Well, I'll come round now and we'll sort something out. OK. See you in a bit. Bye. Back in a bit. Bye, Bear.
Who was that?
Rachel Dixon.
And you've invited her around here?
My God, I never thought.
Well, that's obvious.
I'll call her back.
And say what?
Well, I don't know, do I? Well, it's no sweat. She's half an hour away on a bus from here.
Get out of it, you blurt.
Hi, Jimmy. I've come to see Christy. Front door open.
I'm sorry, Rach. Look, get yourself a drink. Take a breather, woman in your condition.
Rach?
Horrible, isn't it?
Shouldn't want us going to see how she is. She's had enough to cope with without all this.
I told you, just leave it, will you?
What went on, Jimmy? Am I missing something here?
Her sister and her mother murdered her father and buried him under the patio.
Yeah, well, I got that much from the Echo.
Well, why do you think they topped him? Because he was late home from work.
I know he was knocking the mum about. Well, that's what I heard.
There's a bit more to it than that.
Well, what? Tell me.
Rachel, him, Jordash. He used to go into her room. No. She was 14 years old.
He almost got into a drain.
Don't you dare! Rachel. Rachel. It's all right, love. It's only me. It's only me.
Stay in your room, Rach. Stay in your room, Rach.
Okay. She's fine. She's asleep. She's asleep. I'm cold. You're going to warm me up. I'm cold. You're going to warm me up. Just give me a cuddle like you used to. Just give me a cuddle like you used to. Like you used to. You lie down. That's good. That's good.
Just leave it, will you? You can't undo it. She's had to live with this every day of her life. And to be honest, I don't know how she's coped all these years. I mean, her personal life hasn't exactly been a bed of roses, has it?
Does Mike know all this?
Oh, yeah. He was going out with her sister when it was all going on.
Well, if he knows, why isn't he taking better care of her? All he does is give her grief.
Well, he did do once. I mean, she married a knight in shining armour. Only the trouble is, when he took his armour off, he turned out to be a Dixon.
Could smash his rotten face in. I really could. Right! He's got the Dixons.
Had an argument with your boyfriend, have you?
Get lost.
Oh, is it Mummy scary when she's angry, Beth?
I'm never ever gonna let anything bad happen to you ever, I promise. Come on.
Rach? Rachel!
Leave me alone.
Josh, will you get a shift on?
Okay.
Tea in the pot, love.
Oh, good. I am gasping. Mike gone, has he?
Yeah, not long ago now.
Did you mention the adoption idea?
Yeah, well, I did try and raise it, but to be honest with you, he was in a bit of a mood. The time wasn't exactly right.
Well, it's never going to be the perfect time, is it?
I know, love, but believe me, this wasn't even close. Anyway, look, I was wondering, you know, with this being such an important thing to talk to him about, well, whether it shouldn't be something that we both did together, you know, instead of just, like, one of us.
Rather than just you on your own, you mean?
And that, yeah.
Yeah, well, whichever one of us tells him, he's going to make it hard work, I'll guarantee you that.
So we'll do it together, eh?
Well, unless the right moment pops up, and if I'm not around, feel free to raise it in my absence. Josh! Josh, now! If you don't come down these stairs, I'm going to tell your granddad not to adopt you. Do you understand?
Me and Rosemary breakfast ready?
On the table?
Oh, it ain't not being toast again.
Ta-da!
Yes, die, sucker.
I knew it'd be you. You couldn't have picked a worse morning.
Barely slept last night.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one. I've had nightmares about getting with traffic signals mixed up.
Rachel, what are we doing being like this with one another?
I've even got rid of Beth for the morning as well, you know. She's gone out with Tanya and Kelly to give me a chance to concentrate. And now you've come round. How come you're not in school?
After all we said yesterday, how am I supposed to concentrate in front of a class?
So you've bunked off?
I had to talk to you.
Yeah, well, I'm busy.
I can wait.
All morning. Look, I really want to pass this theory test, Mike. I don't want to have to book it again.
Rachel, can we just talk for half an hour, please?
I could revise another 10 pages in half an hour.
Will you shut up about your highway code? I'm in bits here, and all you're worried about is when to switch your fog lights on.
Hiya.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I'll be fine if you don't mention weddings.
Oh, hi, where's that?
You went away with Katie and Nick.
Ooh, the lovebirds.
If I ever mention the idea, remind me to never get married, OK?
Oh, that's serious, is it?
Mind, they're still only discussing options. They haven't even started planning the main event yet.
Hey, listen, I am dead pleased for Katie. I mean, after all the downers she's had in her life, I'm telling you, she deserves a real fairy tale wedding.
All they've got to do is stand next to each other and say I do.
Oh, aye, listen to you, you're all silly.
Oh, maybe it's me. I just want a bit of a laugh, get some fun back in my life.
Oh, right, you want a bit of fun, do you? Want a bit of a laugh? Right, well, you've just been nominated.
For what?
Get yourself round the back there and take a look at my new patio that I've just finished laying.
Oh.
You can do a bit of royalty, can't you? Hey, I'll get a bottle of lemo, tie a bit of string round the top of it. You can give a bit of a speech. God bless this patio and all who sunbathe in her. Then we can smash down a bottle of lemo.
Jimmy, if you want me to come and see your patio, just say.
Do you want to come and see me patio?
I'd love to.
It's fun all the way with me, kid.
All right.
Will you just go now and let me get ready? I've got one chance at this theory test and I really want to pass it. And you've already thrown me by coming round here going on.
Just wanted to let you know how I felt, that's all.
Well, so I gathered. You never bothered to wonder how I might be feeling.
You're nervous, I can see that.
I was fine till you came round. And now you've blown any chance of last-minute revision, haven't you? Will you get that? It'll be Chris to come to get me.
Is that all she's come for?
Oh, you get worse, you.
Hiya. Right. Stopping distances at 70 miles an hour. Hi.
Don't mind Mike, he's just going.
I thought we were still talking.
21 metres thinking time, 75 metres braking distance.
Yeah, that's spot on, that. Look, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting anything, but we really need to get going. I mean, you don't want to be late for your test, do you? That's if you're still doing it.
Yeah, of course I'm still doing it. You're not going to wish me luck?
I thought you'd thrown him out.
I have, he keeps coming back round, though.
You didn't seem very happy.
You don't know the meaning of the word happy.
I thought you'd been on your own, you know, with your nose in the highway code.
I should have been.
You seem really wound up by him.
You could say that.
You're in a right couple of days of it, aren't you?
Of what?
You know, getting wound up. Like yesterday at Jimmy's, we were really worried about you.
Yeah, I just needed some fresh air, that's why I left so quick.
Hey, look, this isn't going to affect you on your test, is it? I mean, if you want, we can phone up, cancel, say you're not well.
No chance, I'm not cancelling. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to focus like Bash and I'm going to pass this test like a dream. I'm not having Mike mess up another thing in my life for me. No way.
Hiya, Julius. Hiya.
Hiya, love. Hiya, son.
Hey, I hope you've got his lunch ready. He is starving.
It's on the table.
Aye. You spilled a cup of cold second here, then?
Me, apparently.
He's packed his job in for no reason at all.
Oh, way.
And
I haven't packed my job in. I'm on the sick.
What do you think of the good news, then? About me?
What news?
Nothing? You didn't mean anything, did you, son?
Yeah, I did.
About what?
About my granddad gonna adopt me.
You what?
We didn't mean for you to find out like this.
You want to adopt Josh?
yeah, it's been talked about, yeah.
He's mentioned it to me.
I tried to raise it with you before, but you were too preoccupied with yourself and Rachel. She's thrown him out.
You can't adopt him. He's my son.
Who you have no interest in at all.
Yes, I do.
Oh, when? Did I blink and miss it?
I'm always looking out for him.
Get out of it.
Anyway, it's not about your dad wanting to adopt Josh. It's what me and Josh want to happen.
Josh, have they forced you into saying this?
No, I want him to adopt me.
Why?
Because you're totally useless as a dad.
You what?
See?
And I want to take my chance to get a better one.
Now, will you listen?
You haven't cared about him since he was little. You've always made excuses not to look after him. You're only interested in Beth. You don't care about him.
No, hang on.
No, come on, Michael. You know it's true. You've never held down a job, so you never had any pocket money for him. And as for maintenance, Bev's never had a penny off you.
So I just get the big knockback now, do I?
Well, you've deserved it for long enough.
More than long enough.
Oh, here we go.
And you know it.
Let's give Mike a kick in time now, is it?
Well, why not, if you deserve it?
Do you know what I deserve? I deserve a bit of respect. I am Josh's dad. And you two are plotting to take him away from me. Haven't fathers got rights anymore?
Well, he shouldn't have if they treat the kids like you do.
I've never mistreated Josh or Beth, if that's what you're implying.
And what about neglect?
I've been cut out of his life by circumstances. That is not neglect.
Will you all just shut up? Don't want any more shouting. Just want my granddad to adopt me so I can be normal and have a dad and a mum and no more shouting.
I passed.
You passed?
I passed, yeah?
That's brilliant, you passed!
I know, I can't believe it.
Oh, come on, you knew you would.
No, I didn't, honestly.
Well, I knew you would.
I know you said, didn't you?
You see, it's all about having faith. I had faith in you, didn't I?
I know, and I'm really grateful.
Hey, and when you take your driving test proper, I've got to have a little bit of faith in you, okay?
I'll try.
Don't give me I try, you will. You promise?
I promise. If you think I'm ready to take my test and pass, then I'll have faith in myself to do it.
What a great day.
I know, I can't believe it. It's like a whole new chapter in my life starting up. Can't wait to tell Beth.
Well, come on, Brainbox, jump in. You can drive home for the extra practice.
Brainbox? No one's ever called me that before.
Hey, nearly forgot. Jockey's for you.
How come?
I passed my theory test. I bought them ready.
I could have failed, though.
I know. But I knew you wouldn't, didn't I?
What you like?
See you then, Josh. What Josh wants. There's no way your dad is getting away with adopting him.
We're going to talk it through with you, you know.
You're both totally out of order, do you know that?
I don't know what you're getting so het up about. I mean, we can't do anything without your say anyway.
Yeah, too right, you can't. And do you know what? Do you know if you need my agreement to get him adopted? Tough, because you're not going to get it.
Hey, this is Josh's whole future we're talking about here, you know. Not just some petty vendetta against you. So remember that, eh? Because the way you're acting, no court would think you were fit to be his dad. Or Bet's, for that matter. Just the way you're carrying on, you'll probably end up losing both of them.
Who's that?
It's me, who'd you think?
What are you doing, just letting yourself in? I only gave you that key in case of an emergency with Beth.
Thought you'd be up.
All right. Me again.
I need a word with you, in private.
Yeah, well, I've got something to tell you as well. Guess what? I passed my theory test.
Great. I said in private.
Right. I'll get off.
Aren't you going to congratulate me?
Congratulations. Look, will you just do one? I need to talk to my wife. See, I wanted to talk to you.
He has been a really good friend to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
They were a present for me passing my theory test. He's giving me lessons for virtually free, you know. He don't need you coming in and talking to him like he's dirt. Anyway, what's up with you?
Number one, my dad wants to sell his house, so that means I'm going to be homeless.
Well, I hope you're not thinking about moving in here.
I haven't thought of anything except Josh, because number two, Josh wants my dad to adopt him.
So?
What do you mean, so? It's mad.
No, it's not. It makes perfect sense.
Oh, not you and all.
Well, you hardly ever have anything to do with him.
Rachel, I don't want to lose him.
Mate, you lost him years ago. The minute you didn't stand by Bev when you found out you were going to be his father.
Why should they have the right to take him off me?
Why should you have the right to ignore him for most of his life? And then stand in his way when he's got a chance of some happiness?
Do you know what? It's like they're using him to get at me.
Oh, why does everything have to revolve around you?
I'll behave with you.
You've not even been a proper dad to him.
Rachel, he's me flesh and blood.
That is typical you. That's such an easy way out. Being a dad to him for the last 10 years won't be that easy, would it? But you never did it, did you? Because you never have the stomach for anything that needs sticking at. Like every job you've had and messed up. Everyone knows you're a serial loser, Mike. Even Josh is sussed you out and he's 10. 10 years old and he's had the sense to take his future in his own hands before you wreck it for him. The same way you've wrecked your own life.
It's nice to know you think so much of me.
You've never given me cause to think of you any better. Even today, look at you. You care about your daughter so much you've walked out of school. I mean, you might be ruining the chances of the best job you've had in years. And what good's that gonna do her, eh? None. Do you know what I've told her about you? So she at last thinks you're worth something. I've told her how hard you're trying in that school. How hard you're working to make a go of it for us. So that one day you might be man enough to walk back into this family with your head held high, ready to be a good dad.
Right, I'll get off in a minute, mate.
All right, leave me to plough through all this on my own then, eh?
What is it?
It came in the post this morning from your mother. She's doing me a few favours, you know, digging up a bit more dirt on this incinerator company.
Oh, right. She didn't slip in a few euros in cash for me, did she?
You should be so lucky. No, she's done well for me. She's obviously got the right contacts. And this outfit's are right dodgy for much she's dug up.
Yeah, she's good at stuff like that, me mum.
I was well impressed with her.
She'll be over soon, you know, for the trial.
Yeah, she said. Something for us all to look forward to, that, eh? Having to relive all that drug gang nightmare.
At least they'll be getting dealt with by the law. Then they'll be taken off the streets for a long time, hopefully. Well, apart from that Terry fella, the one who's done the disappearing act.
He'll get caught up with sooner or later. One way or the other, I'm telling you.
Hi.
Oh, yeah? What's up? Did you forget something?
No. You know, before I was hoping... Well, Mike was here and I'd wanted to say something.
Like what?
I wanted to say how amazing I think you are. with everything that's gone on in your life. For being so strong and determined. I just owe maximum respect to you, that's all.
What do you mean, everything that's happened?
Well, you know, that stuff with your dad. Look, I'm sorry, Jimmy told me the other day, you know, the stuff with the patio. Anyway, I just wanted to say how amazing I think you are. Well, I'll get off. Are you okay?
No one's ever said that to me before.
God, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have come here unexpected. It's just... I could see you were in a state. I was waiting for Mike to leave, and I just wanted to check you were okay. I really didn't want to upset you.
You didn't upset me. You've made me day. Listen, the kettle's just boiled. Do you want a coffee?
Yeah, if you're sure.
Yeah, of course. I don't want you just hearing Jimmy's version of the story.
Right. Now, the Vikings.
What I couldn't understand was... he was my dad. And you grow up, don't you? Trusting your mum and your dad. You know, I didn't know any better. How could I? I was 14. Just. And when he said he wanted to get warm, I didn't know what that meant. I was already nice and warm, so I thought all he wanted to do was to just get warm. I never thought. I never realised. How could he want to do that to his own little daughter? Then he started cuddling me, stroking my arm, then my neck. He'd never done that to me before. Not like that. Not in private, I mean, not in my bed. Like that. The more he stroked my arm, then my neck, then further down. I just kept thinking, this can't be right. I'm sure this can't be a good thing. That's when he told me. He said I'd be a bad girl if I didn't help make him happy. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what he was doing to me. I didn't know why it was all wet. I just knew that it hurt so much. I knew he was hurting me, and I just wanted to shout out. I just wanted my mum to come in and make him stop. And he won't let me shout out, he won't let me cry. He just said that I'd be a bad girl, and you don't want to be bad when you're little, do you? When he'd finished, he said that I'd been a good girl, and he'd make sure that I got a special treat. And then my big sister came, and he'd gone. lay there thinking, I don't feel like a good girl. But I must be because my dad said that I was. How can he do that to me? How? My own dad.
I've been thinking loads lately about being a dad. Or not being a dad, I mean. And about how much love I'd have to give that kid. How proud I'd be. How protective I'd be. And then, I hear what some fellas do to their kids. Fellas like your dad. And it makes me ashamed to be a man. It must have been so hard for you to live with.
Not just me. I don't think Mike's ever really come to terms with it. It's like he blames me sometimes.
No one could blame you for what happened. But maybe something else is your fault. And that's you letting it ruin the rest of your life. So maybe you've got to learn to let go. Move on.
How? I haven't got anyone that I can talk to about it. I can't walk up to someone and say, hiya, my dad raped me when I was 14. Do you mind if I talk about it?
Maybe you should try talking to yourself. No one else matters in the end. And you know why I say that? Because for weeks now I've been listening to you. Every day just doing yourself down. Saying how you're not going to pass your theory test, you're not going to pass your driving test. Do you know what you did today? You passed. That's because you believed in yourself instead of thinking you're just a useless piece of nothing, because that is how your dad made you feel when you were an innocent little girl. And if you keep on thinking that you're useless, then it's like letting him rape you over and over again. Day after every twisted day from beyond the grave. Don't let him do that, Rachel. Don't let him keep on doing it.
No, do you know what? I want a month's notice. I mean, I've got rights.
You're loving this, aren't you?
Get in that van and don't come back.
Oh, what, so you can have it for yourself?
You know you want to be here. You know it's me you want.
If you or someone close to you has been affected by experiences similar to Rachel, call the Channel 4 recorded information line on 0870 400 22 44. This line is available around the clock. Just call 0870 400 22 44 and choose option 4. We're on the school run with those teachers tomorrow night at 10. Next on 4, though, more drama with The Secret Life of Us.